In the early 2010s, the landscape of digital entertainment was a gritty, male-dominated frontier where the term professional streamer was still a punchline. Into this world stepped Imane Anys, a Moroccan-Canadian student at McMaster University who was spending her nights studying chemical engineering and her dawns grinding League of Legends. Imane, under the handle Pokimane, didn't just play games, she curated an atmosphere. While her peers were focused on high-level mechanics, Poki understood the power of the relatable girl next door archetype. She was charming, well-spoken, and possessed a work ethic that saw her balancing a rigorous engineering degree with a 12-hour daily streaming schedule. By 2017, the balance tipped. She dropped out of college, betting everything on a webcam and a community that was beginning to see her as the face of a new generation of female creators. First off, we want to thank you for supporting us. We're almost at 50 subs, and it'd mean so much to me if you could support the channel by leaving a like and a sub to keep this channel going. Anyways, back to the video. The golden age of Pokimane was defined by her joining the founding roster of OfflineTV (OTV). Alongside creators like Skara and Lily Pichu, she pioneered the Content House era, moving into a shared Los Angeles mansion that turned the solitary act of streaming into a high-production reality show. This was the era of Fortnite and the Poki emote, where she wasn't just a gamer, but a global brand. In 2020, she signed a highly publicized multi-year exclusivity deal with Twitch, famously turning down much larger, life-changing offers from competing platforms just to stay with her community, cementing her status as the platform's undisputed queen. She was the pioneer of the comfy meta, a safe haven for millions during the pandemic. However, the higher she climbed, the more the foundation began to crack. The very relatability that built her empire began to feel like a calculated mask to a growing segment of the internet, setting the stage for one of the most polarizing declines in streaming history. As Pokimane's wealth and influence ballooned, a dark counter-narrative began to take hold. Commentary YouTubers like It's a Gundam and Leafy Is Here began to dissect her fanbase, labeling them simps, desperate, often lonely men who they claimed were being emotionally manipulated into donating life savings to a millionaire who would never know their names. This era was defined by the Leafy War, where the discourse shifted from her gameplay to her appearance and the ethics of her business model. When Pokimane responded by publicly calling out one of It's a Gundam sponsors, she was accused of weaponizing her massive platform to deplatform smaller creators. This wasn't just a drama, it was the moment Pokimane became a symbol of corporate streaming, the polished, untouchable elite who used their power to silence criticism. This chapter explores the psychological shift in her content. Fans noticed a change in her attitude. The approachable student was replaced by a chief creative officer who spoke in PR-approved talking points. The backlash intensified during the hate raid era involving Gideon and Ninja, where Poki was seen by many as playing the victim to get rival creators banned. Critics argued that she was no longer a part of the community, but a gatekeeper. The parasocial bond that had fueled her rise now became a weapon used against her, as every luxury purchase, every vacation, and every out-of-touch comment was scrutinized by a legion of former fans and hate watchers who felt she had abandoned the people who made her. In late 2023, the friction between Pokimane and the internet reached a boiling point with the launch of Myna Snacks. After years of teasing a healthy snack venture, she revealed her midnight mini cookies. The backlash was immediate and fierce. A 4-pack of cookies was priced at $28, leading to accusations that she was white-labeling a cheaper product and upselling it to her young audience for an exorbitant profit. But the real disaster wasn't the price, it was her response. During a live stream after being called out by a viewer, she uttered the now infamous line, "If you're a broke boy, just say so." The clip went nuclear. It was seen as the ultimate mask-off moment, a multi-millionaire belittling the very financial struggles of the audience that had funded her luxury lifestyle. The fallout was catastrophic for her brand. She was labeled a socialist hypocrite and an elitist. Even after a public apology claiming it was a joke, the damage was done. By late 2024 and throughout 2025, reports began to surface that Myna Snacks was a ghost company. In December 2025, YouTuber Scott Schaefer released an investigation, claiming the company had quietly shut down, noting that products had been out of stock for months and the website's contact information had been scrubbed. Poki's silence on the failure of her dream venture spoke volumes to her critics. She had tried to transition from a streamer to a mogul, but she had fundamentally misread the room, proving that the Poki magic was failing to translate to the real world. As of early 2026, Pokimane's career is at a major crossroads. After ending her Twitch exclusivity in early 2024 to multi-stream across different platforms, she dropped a bombshell in mid-February 2026. She officially announced she was quitting Twitch entirely after 11 years to focus on other social media channels and independent ventures. The billionaire narrative continues to haunt her. Just weeks before her departure, she made headlines again for timing out a viewer in her chat who called her a socialist billionaire. Her defensive stance, laughing off the price gripes and arguing she would give it all away if she were actually a billionaire, was met with mockery from critics who pointed to her luxury Los Angeles estate and her corporate management firm RTS. The internet's hate for Pokimane has evolved from petty misogyny into a broader critique of influencer privilege and the disconnect between the ultra-wealthy and their struggling viewers. Today, Pokimane is often cited as the prime example of a creator who stayed in a bubble for too long. Her engagement numbers had dipped, and she frequently resorted to engagement bait content with other creators just to stay in the trending tab before finally pulling the plug on her Twitch channel. She has become a polarizing figure of the streaming world, not because of one single crime, but because of a cumulative series of attitude issues, failed business ventures like Myna Snacks, and a perceived disdain for her own community. From the engineering student in a dorm room to the broke boy mogul of 2026, Imane Ans' story is a cautionary tale about the perils of fame, the fragility of a relatable brand, and the reality that once you lose the respect of the internet, it is almost impossible to buy it back. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, as it definitely helps us out to keep pushing out more content. Anyways, see you on the next one.